Finally, a new Overexplained. I know there's a lot of how-to dyno vids out there. I didn't want to cover too much that you've probably heard a billion times, so I really tried to break new ground in small ways. This video will dive into the basics, but I also wanted to cover your tactics, some physics, and how to warm up your body and your mind. I put a lot of thought and love into this. The goal here is anti-superficial, novel content. I hope you enjoy. We're going to start with a straightforward dyno. A big move to a bucket hold. And then a high step, entering into a few crimps. Another high step before finishing off. For those curious, this climb is graded V4. Alright, there are two components to work on at the beginning of your dyno. First component is your launch angle. Mainstream media nowadays gives unrealistic expectations of people changing direction in midair. In real life, your launch angle when you leave your last point of contact is the direction you're going. To this effect, you typically want to minimize the distance between your launch angle and your target angle. The launch angle of your jump is approximately the direction from your feet to your center of gravity. Your center of gravity is generally within your torso. The relationship between these 2 points is a good indicator of the direction you're going to be going. If you have a fear of smashing your face into the wall when trying to get a close angle, it might be because you're leading the movement with your eyes or your head. Try leading the movement with your center of gravity, so aim with your chest or your torso. Calibrating your launch angle is more practice than strength, so it's something you can start working on right away. And it's also really important. Being a few degrees off when you launch could mean that you're quite a bit away when you land. The second component is the force behind your jump. All the power in your dyno comes from your arms, but only if your name is Baki. For the rest of us mortals, the power in your dyno comes from the biggest muscle groups you have, your legs and glutes. The primary job of the arms is to align your launch angle by bringing in your center of gravity, and the primary contributor of your thrust therefore comes from your legs. There are two things you can do to increase thrust immediately. The first, allow your body to start farther away from the target. This maximizes the distance and therefore time you have to accelerate your body to top velocity by the time of your launch. Not reeling back to full range robs you of the distance you could have had to accelerate longer. As a result, your top speed at the point of launch will likely suffer. The last thing is the bounce. Bouncing into your haunches taps into your legs' natural ballistic elasticity. A portion of your energy going down is redirected. This adds to the energy you generate accelerating upwards. In parkour or tricking, there are some similarities to the technique of blocking, where you convert forward momentum into upwards momentum. Alright, we have a lot of takeaways here. Try to minimize the angle between your launch and the target. Your launch angle is approximately the direction from your feet to your center of gravity, and if you feel like you're about to smash your face trying to get a tight angle, try to lead the jump with your center of gravity and not your face. For jump magnitude, increase the acceleration distance before takeoff by reeling back. Bouncing into your legs helps with that distance and also gives you a rebound when moving forward. Think of your legs and not your arms for the power. And there's still plenty more meat to this video, so please like, subscribe, and share it to a friend if it's helping so far. Okay. Different sport, but here's something that's obvious in basketball. When you dunk on a hoop, you come in from above the rim. In a dyno, same concept, but I guess it's not as obvious. Super common mistake I see is people aiming for the hold from below. If you do this, very often your height calibration will come up short. Don't try to dunk from coming in below the rim either. Oof. Aiming to come down from above will help you calibrate your height. It sounds silly, but visualize yourself to be this. It really helps sometimes. Alright, I can't just roast Mello. One more from New York. Okay, next, probably super obvious tactic. Eye contact starts from the moment the dyno is the next move, and it stays locked on for the entirety of the movement. It's so obvious, yet I'm always reminding my friends and myself. Last topic of this chapter, impulse. Given the same start and end parameters, such as your height, the impulse between them can be simplistically visualized as the average force over time. So what's my point? The longer you keep your momentum going, for example rolling out of a fall, the less maximum force you'll see. If you hard stop your falls, the maximum force your body sees is greater. This sudden force is called impact. Very not recommended, by the way. Keeping momentum going to reduce impact is vital for dynos. When you hit your dyno, you do need to keep some parts tight. That would be everything from your center of gravity to what's holding you on. The job of the rest is to keep your momentum going to reduce your maximum impact. Check out how tight Tomoa's center to his contact points are versus how wibbly-wobbly the rest is to carry forward momentum. You'll notice this phenomenon a lot. The now famous Yanya move. She locks in her center of gravity to her contact points. The rest of her limbs, including her head, carry forward the momentum.
Yanya style, the big body rotation, head all the way back.
Let's also not forget this legendary photo of Akio. Okay, takeaway time. Visualize dunking on hold to help with distance calibration. Keep your eyes on the prize for the entirety of the movement. And reduce your maximum impact by using your free limbs to carry forward momentum. Dyno movement is pretty plyometric, so it takes time to get your body fully in gear. Some good warm-ups are to move both hands at once from one hold to a target hold, and do this both up and down. The goal here is to dial in coordination. Figure out your personal timing. Your arms are for stability and steering, and time that with firing through your lower posterior chain. Find the thrust coming from your legs up through your glutes and lower back. Practice letting your feet go at the top of the movement, aka cutting feet. Get acclimated to engaging your shoulders, letting your feet go through the swing, and reeling your body back into the wall. As you start to warm up more, make your movements more explosive and more committing. Mental skills are a vital part to climbing, and some are even more vital to dynos. Here are some of my philosophies that I hope will help you on your journey. 1. Getting better at dynos involves a bit of a paradigm shift. Most of climbing in general trains you to the idea of staying in control. Even when moving through precarious positions, we fight for control through body tension, body positioning, or just gripping harder. What can help your dynos is letting go of the need to have 100% control throughout the entire movement. It doesn't bind you, just enjoy the ride. 2. At the edge of your comfort zone, you'll find yourself the most creative and adaptive, and it's where most people find their optimal performance state. Dynos are often far out of that zone. The only way I've found to manifest this zone is through gradual, intentional exposure. That doesn't mean dropping into the deep end of the pool. But where some people pull on, back off, and permanently walk away, exposure is about nurturing that voice saying, "Let me just try again." And 3, identify and address your fears. Is your fear one of hurting yourself? Try doing the warm-ups, starting with small falls, practice reducing impact, and understand your surroundings. Build up to knowing that you can handle and react to falls, like this fella, or him, or this handsome gent. Do you have a fear of failing? Work on individual steps, like just your launch angle. Work on just your power. Success is not about the whole dyno. Achieving small goals is important for self-efficacy, or belief in your own ability. Psychologically, this is one of the most important traits for overcoming difficulty. Remember, falling is not failing. Do you have a fear of looking silly? A fear response to an outsider perception is a major drain of mental focus. It's difficult to block out distractions and direct your focus inwards. Luckily for you, feel free to play this following clip whenever you need a quick recentering. It's time for the Mental Focus Turbo Tune-Up. Hey. We working on the dyno today? Nice. How's your body feeling? Yeah. Your fingers okay? Yeah, I massage mine a bit. Yeah. How's your day? I see. That could be a bit stressful. Yeah, sometimes things are scary, man, but you're gonna handle it. You tempted to get on your climb right now? I can tell. I can tell you're tempted to close this video. Just give it another second. Alright, deep breath in, and breathe out. One more, in and out. Feeling ready enough? You got this. It's good running into you. Have a good session. So, I know I haven't cranked out as many over-explains as people like, but I do promise that I put a ton of thought into each one. It would really keep me motivated if y'all would throw me a like and a subscribe. Please share with a friend and help my channel keep making non-superficial quality content. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.